everyone, today's video is just going to be a quick little Q&A about the Disney College Program. Wait, we should like make it more Disney-like.
Yeah, we should.
Okay. Okay, we Disney-fied it. Put up some ears and then just put Disney sweatshirts on. This is my favorite one that I got during the program. So for those of you who don't know, me and Krista, this is Krista everybody, my sister, we both did the Disney College Program spring 2019. So we were both merchandise.
Yep.
That was our role. And before we get into questions, I just thought we could kind of run through the basics of what the college program is in general, because a lot of people don't even know.
You don't know what it is.
Yeah. So the college program is basically an internship with Disney. You move down there for 4 to 6 months and you're assigned a role.
You're assigned a role based on your application. So you don't get to pick your role, they pick your role for you once your acceptance letter comes in.
Yeah. Like you get to rank your roles, but we'll get into that later. So yeah, you move down there, they provide housing, and you work full-time for Disney in the parks or hotels.
5 to 6 days a week.
5 to 6 days a week, literally full-time hours.
Yeah.
But then you get to play in the parks the other days.
Yeah.
So that's
so your like compensation is obviously money and
yes, you get paid.
Free admission into the parks.
Mm-hmm. I highly recommend doing it. Just a little. What is that? A little side note? Okay, so let's get into the questions. A lot of people DM'd me and Krista actually about the application process because applications
can be scary. And
yeah, but I think they just closed actually.
Yeah, they did. They just closed Friday.
Yeah, but the process is still going on now.
Yeah.
If you did apply already. So, first question. What is the application process like? You want to start?
Sure. So, you basically apply like any other internship online. You upload your resume, you know, your obviously all your information, and then you just send it in. And yeah, it's basically like any other internship.
Yeah, it's basically just fill out your name, past experiences, skills, just like normal stuff that you would fill out on a normal job application.
There's a little section though where you do fill out skills, which is really important because the application itself, once the first part gets sent in, it's not read by any person at all. It's just scanned through a computer. So your skills and like your resume need to have certain keywords in it that
this is all also just a theory, that the keywords part.
Yeah.
That's what people think.
Yeah.
And I mean, it makes sense. But if you guys want to hear more about that specifically, and
just DM us or whatever.
Yeah, or I can make a whole nother separate video just about more specifics into the application process. Yeah, so after that, if you get through, is the web-based interview.
Yeah.
This one is a little scary, in my opinion. It's basically just like a test, and Disney's testing you.
It's like a personality test.
Yeah, Disney's basically just testing you to see what type of person you are, and like your values, basically, and how you handle certain situations.
Yeah, so it would be like an example would be like, it would ask you, I am always diligent when I'm at work, and then it would be like, very untrue.
No, agree.
Oh yeah, it would be like highly disagree, neutral, agree, strongly agree.
Yeah, strongly agree. And big tip for that, never put neutral. Always try to sway to one side because they don't want you to be like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So that's just a little.
There's some that you can that you're like, because I did for like a few.
I didn't. But I don't know. So after the WBI, you find out right away.
Yeah, whether you pass that or not.
Yeah, pass it. So basically it's like a pass or fail type of thing. Mm-hmm. And then you will get an email saying that you passed, and that they will send you another email to schedule your phone interview.
Well, right after the web-based interview, it'll come up on the screen. It will say, congratulations, you can now schedule a phone interview. You get an email.
Then you kind of wait, like, I had to wait like a day before I got my email to schedule my phone interview.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then after WBI is the phone interview, which is the scariest part, I think.
Yeah, definitely the scariest part.
I, like, prepared so much for it.
Yeah.
Because it's scary.
You can make a whole video on just, like,
the phone interview.
Questions.
Yeah.
Because you can do a lot of, like, research and, like, preparation for the phone interview.
A lot of people record themselves doing the phone interview and put it on YouTube. So definitely check that out and search for that if you guys are wanting to apply, or if you have a phone interview scheduled. That's something that I did that I think is really, really important. That can really help you. Okay, let's go to the next question, because we've been talking for like 20 minutes on one question. Do you take classes? So you can take classes, you don't have to take classes. I personally, and you didn't either, we both personally didn't take classes. There are a bunch of classes like event planning and
there's like marketing classes.
Yeah.
All sorts of like business classes of like how the Walt Disney Company runs itself.
Yeah. But
with your schedule, it's really hard to like incorporate those.
Well, they give you that day off that you have class.
Yeah, but you
that's
you
like
count
one
on
of your days off for the week. So.
Yeah, you literally count on your like day off to either rest or to like hang out with your friends or whatever. So like having another day where you have to actually like do something and use your brain.
Yeah.
It kind of sucks because it gets tiring.
Yeah. But personally, I didn't take classes because my school wouldn't take credit for them. So I was like, there's no point to taking classes.
Yeah, my school didn't take credit for it either. So I just ended up taking a leave of absence.
Yeah, we both just took leaves of absence.
And that's okay. Like if you're like nervous about having to take a leave of absence, like don't be.
I mean, like it was really okay for us also because our parents are super supportive of it. Yeah. I know that for some people, maybe your parents don't want you to take a leave of absence, which I totally understand too. But our parents, like, encouraged us to do it because it is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Yeah, and it is a competitive program. So if you even get in, then that's like
a big deal.
Really cool.
That answered that, right?
Yeah. And if you're wondering, like, taking classes, like, from your university.
Oh yeah,
some people do take online classes while they're there if they are able to. Like if your university offers enough online classes for you to like finish that semester.
Yeah, my roommate, she took I think she took one online class, and it was an internship class for Disney. So her school took credit for the program as an internship credit for her major. Yeah. Okay. Next question. What was your living situation? And another person asked, how was it like living in the housing that they provided? So, living situation is they assign you to a housing complex. They're apartments.
You don't get to choose.
You rank.
Yeah, you get to
rank your housing, but you really don't.
It's really
get
no
to choose
say
at all.
really.
Yeah, at all.
Because like you could have.
I got my last choice.
Yeah, you could have your last choice and get picked as that.
Yeah. So there's Vista, which is where I lived. Commons, Patterson, which is where you lived, and Chatham. So Patterson, Chatham, and Commons are really all right next to each other. And then Vista is like 7 minutes away.
Yeah.
But all the housing complexes are like 10, 15 minutes outside of Disney.
Yeah.
Outside of Disney sign, Vista is like
literally close. It's closer than
close.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then like to the actual parks and stuff, it's a little more.
I loved Patterson so much. I think it's the best one, but I might be biased.
I think that Vista
I literally like we didn't have any bugs, never. I heard of people having bugs in the Commons, which is apparently like the nicest one. I heard of people having bugs in Chatham and Vista. I never even experienced
cockroaches.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we did have like a few spiders, but that's like
everywhere.
That happens literally anywhere.
Yeah.
So yeah, bugs, we mean palmetto bugs, like cockroaches. So we never had any in Vista. It was always clean.
No, you just said Vista.
I mean, we never had any in Patterson. It was always clean. Like you literally
her apartment was like actually decently big too.
Yeah. Like you walked in
and she had her own bathroom. Yeah. Well, her and her roommate. So each of those rooms.
It was a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom.
Yeah, not fair.
Yeah.
Mine was super small. It was a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, but the 1 bathroom was in their room, my roommate's room. So 4 of us were sharing 1 bathroom, which really wasn't as bad as like I expected it to be, because we're all working different schedules. So you really honestly barely even see the people that you're roommates with who's not your like legit roommate.
I did because I had a better living situation than you did.
So yeah, you really don't even see your roommates that much. I mean, I think it depends on how close you are with your whole apartment. I personally wasn't that close with my whole apartment. Me and my roommate in my like legit room were super close.
I was pretty close with like all my roommates.
Yeah, so it really just depends on how close you are with your roommates, I guess. But you do get to choose your roommate.
Yeah.
1 roommate is guaranteed, I would say.
Like yeah, 100%. Roommate's guaranteed. Sometimes they'll let you link up with like 1 other person or 2 other people, but a lot of the times they
literally the day before.
They like shrink it down.
I had there were 6 of us because originally we were told we can link with 5 other people. I had a whole group, and then literally like a week before we moved down, we got an email saying we could only link with 1 person.
Yeah, that happened
to me. So then we split up. Yeah. So I chose my roommate.
I think I was able to link with 3, I think.
Yeah, she was able to link with more because she moved in a week before I moved in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was able to link with 3 and she was only able to link with 1.
Yeah. Which is really all about like timing and how many people are currently in the apartments and all that.
Most people probably already like picked their date, I would say. Like to move in, because a lot of applications already got accepted already.
Yeah, but it's still early. I
guess.
Oh yeah, I got accepted already at this time last year.
So, but if you still haven't picked your date that you're moving in yet, I would try to pick the earliest date possible.
And keep monitoring the dates. Go on and check every so often. My roommate actually, when she first got accepted, she went on, there wasn't a move-in date until March. And then she kept going on, and finally found an opening for January. So don't get like let down if there's not a date available right when you go on. Just keep checking, because I'm sure one will open up.
Yeah.
Next question. Can you talk about your work routine? So we did get into this a little bit in the beginning, but it is a full-time job. So you work
probably around like, I would say average 40 to 45 hours a
week, which varies, depending on your role. I got really lucky, which I think it's lucky. Some people may not think it's lucky. I got scheduled mostly 6-hour shifts. So I worked late, like 4 to 10 shifts, 5 to 11 shifts. Yeah. So it was like money-wise that I wasn't lucky, which is where a lot of people, if you're going down there for the money, which some people do.
A lot of people do.
Yeah. Then that's not lucky, but you can try and pick up shifts, extend, stuff like that, which I didn't do because I wasn't there solely for the money. I was more there for the experience. So during the day, me and my coworkers would go to the parks, do stuff around Orlando, and then go to work. So I got lucky with my schedule in that I was able to do things even on the days that I was working. I was able to go out and have some fun before work.
Yeah.
How was yours?
Mine schedule was, I know a lot of people have like uniform days off every single week.
Yeah.
So like a lot of people would have like, they'll have Tuesday, Thursday off every single week. Mine was different every week, but I worked like a mix between 6-hour shifts and 8 to 9 hour shifts. Like that was like, I'd go between those two. Yeah, I mean, I go every single day. There was a lot of days that I would work really late. Like I wouldn't go in till like 5:30 or 6 and be there till like, one time I was there till 1:30. So depending.
She worked in Magic Kingdom, which has a lot longer hours than Animal Kingdom, which is where I worked. Yeah. Which again, if you guys want a separate video all about merchandise, all about our roles, our experience in general, definitely hit that subscribe button and comment down below and let me know what you guys really want to see. Yeah, so my schedule was, it was not terrible. There were some days that I worked 10-hour shifts, so it would be from like 11 a.m. or like 9 a.m. to, oh no, it was never early. It was like more like 11 a.m. to like 9 p.m. or something like that. Some days I would trade my shifts so that I had a morning shift, which was brutal. Like sometimes it'd be 7 a.m. morning shifts. Yeah, it was brutal getting there at 7 a.m. But you got out at like 2:30, 3. Yeah. So then you had the rest of the day. So like that wasn't normal for me. CPs, which is what were considered college program people, we got scheduled the bad hours, I would say. Yeah, like the hours that nobody wants. All like seasonal, part-time, full-time people get to like have like a bid, and then they get to decide like where they want their hours. So we're the only cast members that don't get to decide. Yeah, we just get whatever is left over. So that wasn't great. But you could always like switch. Like you'll have like a special Facebook group for your area, and you can, you know, trade shifts. Like I would always trade for morning shifts because I liked being there early and getting out at like 2. Mm-hmm. That was like the best, because then you could go to the park after or whatever. So yeah. Next question. Best and worst thing about the program. I think that the best thing was being able to meet so many new people. Yeah. Like definitely there's so many best things, I feel like. There really is. I like met like so many amazing people. Like people, like some people that'll like be at my wedding. Like it's crazy. So literally, yeah, I think that like honestly was the best part, was like meeting like best friends there. Yeah, I agree. I can't even explain how grateful I am for the college program, for bringing my best friends into my life. I needed it. Really. Yeah. If it wasn't for me, she wouldn't have done this program. Yeah. I can get into that later. But, yeah. My best friends came out of this program. It sucks though because they're all over. Yeah, that's what really literally sucks. All over. Fine. You know who you are. I love you guys. Yeah. So thankful for that. I think that is definitely one of the best things, and also just the experience in general is once in a lifetime, and you learn so much. You learn just so much about life, about yourself, about what like hard work is. Even though, you know, there's all these people that post DCP videos on YouTube and it makes it look like it's like on my Instagram, people probably, and Snapchat, people probably thought I was living the life. Yeah, because the only time the only time you post is when you're not working. I was living the life, but what people don't see is when I came home and I cried after work because of things that happen at work. It's really stressful at times, and stuff happens that what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. If you don't cry at least once throughout the program, then you're not doing it right. That's what I think. I don't think I cried. Oh wait, yeah, I did. Okay. I did at work. Yeah. That makes it sound horrible. But anybody who's done the program will know. Yeah. But it's you'll look back at it and be like, oh my god, like I miss it so much. If I could go back, like it's not that I just want to go back to Disney. It's like I want to
like
go
a whole
back
different
with the
experience
people that I
being
was
there.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Being
so
there
sad.
like on your own, meeting people with like your best friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll never be the same just going there like as a
No.
family.
No. But you have all these amazing people now in your life.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. Worst thing. I know that the college program is meant for you to go there and work. But is it bad to say it? Working was the worst part?
I mean,
Because I personally, I didn't have the best leaders, which leaders are basically your bosses. And that kind of put a detriment, did I say that weird? Put a detriment on my work experience, I would say. I loved my coworkers. I loved my coordinators. I didn't really have any issues with my coordinators. Just leaders, sometimes they were a bit harsh. And towards the end of the program, I was absolutely done with work. That's when I cried. And so it could be hard. It's not easy, especially if you don't have good leadership. Another worst thing I would say is that you do meet your best friends there, and then you're ripped away from them when your program ends.
Yeah.
And you barely get to see them.
Yeah. I think my worst thing would probably be, I guess, my leaders too. Like, I didn't really have the best leaders either. Like, one of my roommates was like able to, you know, request all for ADO days, and she'd get all of them. Like, I didn't get any. And that's just like one thing, you know. I got in trouble and I'm like a pretty, like, I don't usually get in trouble for things. And I got like pulled in the back and scrutinized for stuff that, like, when I was like 3 days post training. So
Yeah.
like there's things that
We can make a whole, like, the
Yeah.
truth about
you can
Disney
make a whole truth,
video.
but like that's just like,
But
that just
it
comes-
was amazing. I don't want this to
Yeah.
scare anybody. I can't rave enough about the Disney college program.
I couldn't recommend it more for anybody in college.
Yes,
really.
which gets into another question. Is it worth it?
Yes,
Yes,
100%.
yes, 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 yes. 100% worth it. I know people think, like, I don't want to leave school a semester, blah, blah, blah. Do it. If you are even thinking about it, do it. Do it.
Because, like, what's the worst that can happen? Like,
who even cares if you don't graduate on time?
I know.
Do you really want to get to your 9-to-5 job that much faster?
Think about it. What is 4 months in the, like, perspective of your whole entire life? So
Do it. I can't say it enough.
yeah,
Do it. It changed me drastically. It changed the trajectory of my life completely, and I'm not lying whatsoever.
Yeah, it really did change her life, probably more than mine.
Yeah.
But
Do it. I can't say it enough. Just do it. I think that's really it. I feel like that was kind of long already, so I don't want to get into too much more.
yeah,
If you guys want a part 2 of this video, let me know in the comments below. And like I mentioned like 80 times before, if you want me to go more into depth about anything that we mentioned, we'd love to.
yeah. We have so much more info to talk about, and like cool things that happen and stories and
Yeah, we could do story time
behind
video.
Well, we're not really supposed to talk about like backstage. But,
Yeah, no.
I mean, we can say a little bit of stuff, but
We can talk about our experiences
Yeah.
more than just...
if you watch this video, we'll put our Instagrams like here. Just if you have a question or anything, anytime, just DM us a question.
Real answer, literally
yeah,
in like 5 seconds.
Yeah, I'll literally answer in like 0.1 second. So just DM us a question, and then we'll either answer it or we'll like tell you we're gonna make another video if we have enough questions.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had fun talking about it.
I made
Actually,
my
it's fun to reflect
my
on
official debut.
Her official debut. It's fun to actually talk about it and kind of reflect on it
brings
because
back memories.
we never really talked. We haven't really talked about our experiences
together.
Really.
And we were there together, and we like barely even saw each other.
It's so hard to see each other because you're so busy. But again, whole other video. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you liked it, please hit that subscribe button and give it a like. I will see you guys in my next video.
Peace.